Hello, bonjour, and welcome to DITC Social live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and blasterradio.com, darlings. I am so glad to have you with me this evening. Tonight, we will be discussing some hot topics, yet keeping them light and fluffy, as well as taking some of your questions. So feel free to comment on whatever platform that you are on, and we will bring you into the conversation. Ce soir, excuse me, nous discuterons de certains sujets, mais en les gardant légers et amusants, et en répondant à certaines de vos questions. Alors, n'hésitez pas de faire part avec vos commentaires, que ce soit, sur la plateforme laquelle que vous vous trouvez, et nous vous ferons participer à la conversation. Before I get going, I would like to pay respect to the Algonquin people who are the traditional guardians of the land. We acknowledge their long-standing relationship with this territory, which remains unceded. We pay respect to all Indigenous peoples from this region, from all nations across Canada who call Ottawa home. We acknowledge the traditional knowledge keepers, both young and old, and we honor their courageous leaders, past, present, and future. Nous rendons également hommage au peuple algonquin, gardien traditionnel de cette terre. Nous reconnaissons le lien sacré de longue date, l'unissant à ce territoire qui demeure non cédé. Nous rendons également hommage à tous les peuples autochtones qui habitent à Ottawa, que ce soit de la région ou d'ailleurs au Canada. Nous reconnaissons les gardiens des savoirs traditionnels, jeunes et âgés. Nous honorons aussi leurs courageux dirigeants d'hier, d'aujourd'hui et de demain. I want to preface this conversation by stating that this is a safe space and that our conversation today is based on mutual respect, openness, and understanding. So feel free to comment whatever platform you're on, and we'll bring you in. We got a couple of people that have started chiming in. Chrissy and Lillian, we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Je tiens à préciser que nous sommes dans un contexte sécuritaire et que la conversation d'aujourd'hui se doit être imprégnante de respect mutuel, d'ouverture et de compréhension. Alors, joignez-vous à la conversation et nous vous rendrons pendant à la conversation, en dépendant sur la plateforme que vous êtes. All right. Excuse me. Let's bring our first guest. Nos invités. My first guest is KJ. KJ, why did it remove? I didn't even put in your intro. That's wonderful. I am doing so well this evening. Hello, Miss KJ. How are you?
I'm doing marvelous. How about you?
I am doing pretty good. So I don't even know why I didn't completely verify my script. I'm just not like that. That's not like me. That's not like me. I always. So Kathy Jennings, who is on BTR every Wednesdays from 3 to 5, and she's all about eating wings, drinking wine, and playing the hottest music and chatting about fun facts around the world. She's giving us a taste during the show, and I'll talk about Nathalie in a little bit. So KJ, Kathy, how are you?
I am doing marvelous. Thank you for having me on. I'm super excited.
Yes, so you're going to be here tonight, and you're going to give us a couple of wine suggestions on some good wines. I've got my glass of wine, girl. You got your glass of wine?
Great. I got mine. I hope everybody else has theirs as well. Cheers, cheers.
And you're going to talk about a wine tour that you did. And yes, we are in COVID times, but Kathy actually had a wine tour.
Oh, it was so creative. You're going to love it, and you're going to want to do it yourself.
We actually do want to do one with you.
Together. Oh, you do? Oh.
Yeah, I do. Okay, and then my second guest is Nathalie Girard, qui est notre consultante de Tupperware, our resident Tupperware consultant. And she made a video, you might remember her, who made the fudge video, in the fudge in the microwave, which has had over 498 views. And she's bringing us a couple of quick and easy recipes. She's going to make pizza, and she's going to make zoodles. With some grilled shrimp, and zoodles are noodles made with zucchini. So, Nathalie, we are going to welcome Nathalie. Comment ça va, Nathalie?
Ça va très bien. Hi, everyone. I have my glass of wine, too.
Cheers!
We're going to love drinking wine all night. We should cheers all the time.
We should pick a word that every time somebody says that word, we have to have a sip.
Exactly.
Good evening, Chrissy, who's on Twitch, listening and watching from BTR. blasterradio.com is cheersing us. You got some Pink Whitney, girl. Come on, get your Pink Whitney going. Yeah, every time I say blast the radio, I guess we should just have a sip. We did that the first show that I was on there. Every time I said that.
Yep.
Then we had to take a sip. So I've just pointed to the beat.
Okay.
So, we got the first guess, my second guess. All right. So question number 1 is for KJ.
Yes.
What is your favorite white and what is your favorite red wine? One of each.
Okay. So my favorite white is Carlo Rossi. It's a California white wine. It's really tasty. You chill it, and then you can drink it as just like a regular, bevy at the end of the day when you come home from a hard day at work, or you just finished doing some laundry and you figure, hey, it's 5:00 somewhere. Let's have a glass of wine. So it's very refreshing. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorites when it comes to white.
So weren't you talking this morning that you actually had to do a wine show at like 10 a.m. and it's like, you got to try it, right? At 10 a.m.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have to do it.
Yeah, that's when I was doing my wings and wine on an earlier time. Yep.
And what's the second one?
Okay, so for my reds, this one was introduced from my in-laws. They got it for me for Christmas, and it's so good. And it went down very quickly. Let's put it that way. It's a red Australian wine called Loxton. So it's a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's great with meat, so like your steaks along that line. And definitely got me hooked. So if you do get a chance and you like red, that would be something you can definitely try.
All right.
Today I'm drinking, it's called Wine O'Clock, and it's a Cabernet Merlot.
It is 1 o'clock. How did you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hello, Pierre-Marc Labelle. He's saying hello, beautiful people. So hello, beautiful people back.
Hello.
And BTR. Oh, God, we have to have another sip.
Sober tonight. Oh.
Yeah. I guess the milkman's not drinking tonight. So just chocolate milk, maybe. Who knows? A little bit of...
Yeah, so those are my 2 choices for white and red, if you want to give them a try. Carlo Rossi and the Loxton.
All right, so you're going to have to put those in the comments, so in case people... Okay. So then this way they'll have it, or you can send it to me, and then I'll put them in the comments, and it'll be on all 3 platforms. And Nathalie, do you have a specific wine that you like?
I prefer usually white. That's my specific wine. The color. Tonight I have a red because that's what was open. We went a couple of years back with a couple of girlfriends in the at the wine tour, a little wine tour, and it was great. So the more you drink, the better the wine is, and the more you buy. So it was great. So we're still in the Sandbank area. So
Sandbanks, they got some pretty good ones too.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. I remember that. So your question, you've been on DITC a couple of times showing us recipes. Your fudge has been seen many times, more than 498 times. What brought you to the Tupperware world?
2 things, the pandemic and also sad lettuce. When you come back from the store and you put your veggie in your fridge and you just throw away the one that were sad at the bottom of the crisp jar, that's supposed to be a crisp jar, and you're just throwing that in the compost. I was tired of that. And then it just happened that one of my friends started selling Tupperware, and she was posting on her page about this container that I have here. It's a Fridge Smart. So for those of you in the radios, it's a Fridge Smart, and c'est un Nathalie Frais. This container has a vent on top, and it allows the humidity of the fruit and vegetable to get out. So that's what got me into Tupperware, because I wanted to preserve my fruit and vegetable. Just to show you, and sorry about you on the radio, but this spinach is over a week and a half old, and it's still amazing.
And no perspiration or anything like that, like no moisture, eh?
No, exactly. So when you open it to take it out or something, the moisture is on the lid, so you could just wipe it once in a while, and it keeps it. So I kept parsley for 3 weeks.
Wow.
So
here's a shameless plug. Here's a shameless plug now. So we had microgreens on here last week showing us the cancer-fighting broccoli and a whole bunch of things, which now I'm going to have to triply stock up because I'm determined to get my numbers up and change a lot of things. But So your containers would be great for the greens too, because they would last a lot longer too.
Yes, because often those greens, they don't, don't come with pesticide and everything, and they don't last that long.
Not microgreens. These
No,
are
exactly.
all natural and
exactly, they're all natural, so they don't last that long because they don't spray them with item that will make them last longer. So in these container, yes, it is amazing for that.
But I mean, like Jay said, like the more you like, the more you're supposed to eat, the more you buy what you need, right? But it would be still good to keep them in your container too.
Exactly.
All right. Question number 2, KJ. When it comes to a meal, what types of wines pair with certain proteins?
Okay, so if it comes to, let's say, for example, bold flavored meats or any red meats, you definitely want a red wine. So, for example, let's say you enjoy a filet mignon, like wrapped in bacon with some scallops on the side, so delicious. You'll want to enjoy a glass of Merlot or a Cabernet Sauvignon. And what I highly recommend, which tastes really good with it, is a Malbec. It's boldness. It's got a velvety skin on the grapes. Definitely complements the texture, the flavor, and that mouthful of juicy steak bite.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's for when it comes to the meats. So those that, enjoy fish or they enjoy chicken, definitely you're looking at whites. So I got, let's say, for example, a chicken Alfredo, which I actually made tonight for dinner. But I didn't have any wine with it because I knew I was going to be drinking some red tonight. But if I would have had a glass of wine tonight with my chicken Alfredo, it's an Italian dish. So, of course, you want to pair it well with an Italian white wine, like a Pinot Grigio. Goes very well with the creamy sauce, buttery sauce that it has. And another choice is a Chardonnay, but it's got to be aged in oak. And that kind of brings out the flavor again, too. So.
Okay, so I have some recipes that I'm going to have to share with actually both of you, because for Christmas, our work, Christmas party, we had to do it online and nobody could be in together. So we made a recipe book. So all the employees submitted a recipe to me, and then I created a big recipe book.
Cool. Nice. I love that idea.
And one of them was like homemade eggnog, several different dishes, pies, Queen Elizabeth cake. But my boss submitted a sausage and mushroom risotto. That is a really good dish from Italy, because she's from Italy. And it's so good. Oh, well, I haven't made it yet. I've got to make it. I have to make it.
Okay, so send me the recipe. I'll make you a batch and I'll drop it off on your porch, Andre.
Hey!
Oh, there you go.
You know what?
Yeah. And let me know when I'll get a wine for you.
Nathalie, I have this on recording now, so you can't say, I didn't say that.
And what I'll do, Nathalie, I'll send you money so you can buy the bottle of wine perfect to go with it for him, okay?
That goes with it. KJ, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
So, like the white, we put it in a fridge before.
Yes.
How about the red? What do you do with that?
So I had a lady on the show. She was everything about wine. Like, she owns a winery. So it was perfect to have her on as a guest when I had her on. And she talked about how you want to put your red in the fridge a half hour before you're going to serve it, just to give it a little bit of a chill.
Or
and
before you open it.
No, before you actually put it on the table. Open it, and let it breathe, right?
Yeah.
So chill it for half an hour, then take it out and put it in your decanter bottle, right? If you want to do it that, or leave it in the bottle. And then for your whites, you want to take it out of the fridge a half hour before you eat.
So a half hour before you serve it.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're just like me, I throw ice cubes in on occasion.
But if you want to make it proper, then you do that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I know my sister.
So many wine accessories are amazing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know my sister puts her red wine in the fridge.
Yeah.
So I guess she prefers it in the fridge. I can't see. I'm more of a sweet wine kind of person. And
okay. I'm more of a dry, not too sweet. So yeah, mine varies. I can't have something too sweet when it comes to a wine.
I got to have dinner at the Parliament restaurant because a friend of mine worked there. So every year for his birthday, we got to go there. And I tried an amazing wine there. And I'm going to have to get the name for you because I can't remember what it is. You would love it. But I could only get it from the company itself, and it was like $37 a bottle, and they'll actually ship it to you from the company to wherever you are in Canada.
Oh wow!
But
Nice.
yeah, totally worth it. I'm gonna have to get the name, and it was for my boss Emmanuel. So
Oh, perfect.
yeah. So Nathalie, question number 2. You're gonna show us a pizza video. You're gonna show us how to make the heart-shaped pizza, right?
I will.
All right, so the video is on mute, and we're just gonna push play on it, and then you're going to describe how this pizza is being made, and we are still on the screen while it happens.
Yeah, so you need, so we're making the dough first. So for the dough, you'll need a cup of flour. You'll need some pizza yeast. The pizza yeast that comes in a little bottle. So, alors la levure instantanée à pizza. Si vous n'avez pas de levure instantanée à pizza, la levure normale, ça fonctionne aussi. So the pizza yeast, but if you don't have the pizza yeast, the instant yeast works well also. Then you're gonna put 1 teaspoon and a half of sugar, that's to feed the yeast, une cuillère à thé et demi de sucre pour nourrir la levure. Ensuite, 3/4 de cuillère à thé de sel, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm putting that in the Power Chef. Je mets ça dans l'Extra Chef pour ceux qui sont à la radio aussi. L'Extra Chef, c'est un outil super efficace pour brasser, mélanger, couper. Il y a des lames dessus. So in the Power Chef, there's 3 blades, and every time you pull the cord, it's like doing with the lawnmower. Every time you pull the cord, it's like 12 chop of a knife. So it's pretty fast, and it's great for chopping onions, for example, because then you don't cry while you're chopping them. And then
come on, you got to be strong when you're cutting onions.
You know, we tried the goggles for from the pool goggles.
I'm kidding. You need to cry. So cut the onion, but you get the Power Chef. Yes. That's
well,
good.
when you open your Power Chef, you could still put your face on it if you want, and then you'll get the same effect. And then you'll add 3 tablespoon of olive oil, and you'll mix again, so to wet your dry ingredient. And then you'll add 2/3 of a cup of warm water to make your dough. Alors, vous allez ajouter 2 cuillères à soupe d'huile d'olive et puis 2/3 de tasse d'eau chaude pour que les ingrédients secs fassent une pâte là avec les ingrédients humides, et on brasse encore. So in the video, I'm still using the Power Chef, and then you'll add...
she's fast forwarding.
Yeah, I'm doing it super fast.
God. You part robot Mac? Like what's up with that?
So you just want your dough to have a dough consistency, so you can add like pizza dough. So basically, you just want to add flour to it whenever you find it too sticky. Alors tu fais juste rajouter de la farine jusqu'à temps que ça soit
so good
moins
consistency.
C'est ça. Faut pas que ça colle partout sur les doigts non plus là. Alors cette recette là, ça fait 2 mini pizzas. So this recipe yields 2 small pizzas. So what it does, it's like personal pizza almost. And then you can shape it in the shape of a heart. So alors vous faites la forme d'un cœur avec votre pâte.
Or whatever shape you want, really.
Whatever
so it doesn't
shape
have to be just for Valentine's Day, right?
Exactly. For Valentine's, you want to do a heart. And then I'm going to
do a big FU if you really wanted to, or...
You could, but we don't want to do that, especially
or BTR.
Yeah, you could do BTR, exactly.
Well, now we have to have a sip. Do it again.
And then to bake it, actually, instead of putting it in the oven, we're going to put it in a microgrill. The microgrill is a great new tool, a great tool that Tupperware has. It's grilling in the microwave. So what I'm doing with the pizza is I'm just putting the raw pizza in the microgrill. And
so the microgrill, just for those who are on the radio, it's the size of almost like a frying pan, but without the handle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alors, je mets du pesto parce que cette fois-ci, j'ai décidé de faire une pizza au pesto. So we're just putting pesto, and I'm
not huge on pesto, but it's all right. Like everyone.
You're not. You can put tomato sauce if you prefer, but I've made pesto.
I would have put both.
Yeah, I put a little bit. Yeah, you can put both. Some mozzarella cheese that you've grated, and some little tomato. You know the grape tomato, the little one. They're really cute. You
I've
just
seen lots of pizza online too with the salami cut into little heart shapes.
Yeah, you could cut that in half. So yeah, so if you cut the tomato in half and you just put them side by side with a little open on the top, you can make little hearts. So it's cheesy, but it's Valentine's Day. It's good. So then we put the lid on the micro grill, and we put that in the microwave for about 7 minutes, and it's going to be grilled underneath and cooked on the top. So that's the recipe. But
so just like Rachel Ray, we snapped our fingers and now it's cooked.
So I wanted to make a smaller size pizza, even if it was for Valentine's Day, because I thought it would pair well with the zoodles and the shrimp. So it's like a side bread that you can have with your zoodles.
Well, that looks cute. I mean, I'd actually have half of it would have olives and a lot of amazing things that I like, and then half of it would have mushrooms, because that's his thing too. Like, he likes the mushrooms and I like the olives. So
there you go.
Right? And then you cut the heart in half, and then you each have your half and I have my half, right?
Yeah, so you give your half heart to your significant other. That's good. Yep. Tu donnes ton cœur.
Well, that's already been given. Like, that's a given.
Again.
We got a question here from Pierre Marc. Kathy, how do you keep your leftover red wine? Is it in the fridge or not?
Can I just ask, what's a leftover wine?
I was just gonna say leftover wine. I've never heard of that. No, I don't keep it in the fridge. You just keep it out on the counter. You can put it back in the wine rack, like I've got behind me here. So yeah.
Yeah. See, I did that once and I learned a mistake, because I put the cork back into it, and I have one of those dragons where the wine sits in the dragon, but I put it upside down in the dragon.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So just keep it. Straight up.
The coffee table red after a while.
Yeah. But again, not often that there's going to be leftovers.
But no, so I'm Pierre, moi je suis avec toi, I'm with him, because there's only me that drinks wine in the house. My partner doesn't drink wine. He only likes the fruity or the the drinks, the different mixed drinks and whatever, right?
Oh yes, okay.
Or a nice rum and Coke, a Kraken and Coke, or a vodka orange, if I'm gonna have a glass of wine, like I opened a huge bottle of wine today, and now I've got a glass out of it. What am I going to do? 1.5. Well, I don't think I'm going to drink 0.5 liters of wine right now, but what am I going to do with the rest of it?
Yeah, so you can just put the cork back on it, or put, if it doesn't have a cork and it's just got the top, where the
screw top. Yeah.
Then you can just put it back on and leave it on the counter. But yeah, you don't want to put it back in the fridge. That's only your white that you put back in the fridge. Your red, you want to keep it room temperature.
So, but I heard you're supposed to keep them in the dark so they don't see the sunlight and they last longer.
Yeah, well, you don't want the sun going on them, because then it makes it heated, right? So you kind of want to put it in the corner where you don't see your sun coming through the windows.
Okay, but in the cupboard,
my wine rack is in the corner, so it's good and it's away from the sun. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's Wine Wednesday, right? So you want to tell the story on why you call it Wine Wednesday?
Oh, well, I got the, so Salvation Army had these things on sale, and I happened to notice that there was a wine rack. I've always wanted to have one. So I went and I bought it, and now I just fill it up occasionally with wines. And I just like doing Wine Wednesday like they do at the liquor store.
So that's where I'm going. What's the Wine Wednesday at the liquor store? Because we don't have that in Ottawa, I don't think.
Oh, no? There's 10% off wine on Wine Wednesdays.
And this is the LCBO that you go to?
They're called the
wine rack. It's like a wine rack kind of store.
Kind of like the wine rack, yeah.
Yeah. So, and just to let the viewers and the listeners know, Kathy, you are in Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah, Swift Current, Saskatchewan.
There you go.
Highway 1.
Yeah. Wow. So, isn't it colder there? Like, a lot of people say it's colder there.
It is so cold. Okay, Saskatchewan's known for being open, not many hills, if any. And we always get so much wind. But today, in the last couple of days, we've had that vortex coming through.
Yes.
And it's been like minus 45, minus 50. So we've been staying warm inside.
Wow, that's not fun.
And wine helps.
It warms your heart.
That's right, exactly.
Well, if the pizza thing doesn't warm it, then alcohol doesn't freeze. Yep.
Unless you put it on the deck. That's why I put my white wine on occasion on the deck.
Really?
Yeah.
On the deck?
just to chill it, especially on today.
All right. Question number 3. Live cooking.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So Nat's going to do some live cooking. Oh, that's perfect because I really need to go to the little boys' room, but I will disappear for a moment. I swear to God. So, Nathalie, I'm going to put you in the main spotlight here. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to change it like this. There we go. And Nathalie, go for it.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to make the zoodles and the shrimp, but it's super easy. I wanted to make something easy for Valentine's Day because you don't want to spend the whole before dinner in the kitchen, right? Because you want to be with your significant other at Valentine's Day. Alors, j'ai fait une recette assez facile à faire parce que tu veux pas passer toute l'après-midi dans la cuisine quand c'est la Saint-Valentin. Tu veux la passer avec ton amoureux ou ton amoureuse. So using the micro grill again, I will be making the zoodle and the shrimp. So let's start with the shrimp. I took 12 shrimp like this, and I'm going to give little tips while I go. The micro grill is great because it has it's like it doesn't stick on both sides, and then you could grill. You could position it in 2 positions. There's like the grill position and there's the casserole position. This time we're going to use the grill position, but for the shrimp, I've used already, they're not cooked, but they're already taking out of the shell. It's easier like that. And a great tip, so you want to really pat dry your shrimp, otherwise they boil inside instead of grilling. You could use a paper towel. Vous pouvez utiliser des essuie-tout pour les essorer, mais vous pouvez aussi utiliser des linges. So I'm using this cloth to pat dry my shrimp instead of using a towel. You know, it just makes it better for the environment a little bit. So you put, so we're going to go with 12 shrimp because, 6 each. So I've already pat dried these. So I'm going to put them in the grill. And once they're going to be, the 12 of them are going to be in the grill, I'm just going to put it in a minute in the microwave just to grill it on one side, both sides actually, because the grill, when I put the lid on, it's going to be inside and then it's going to grill for a minute. So just give it a nice sear while I'll be cooking the zoodle later on. Alors, ensuite, on va faire les zoodles. So we're just going to do the zoodle. So you're taking your zucchini, you're washing the skin. Alors, vous lavez la peau parce que vous voulez pas, on va la garder la peau parce que c'est bon pour les nutriments. So we'll keep the skin on, but you want to wash it. So I'm using the spiralizer here. Spiralizer is 2-part. You just put that on. It's like a Valentine Day. Alors, vous le mettez au bout comme ça, et puis vous le rentrez à l'intérieur.
It's a good thing my microphone was muted at that. So you're putting the thing at the end of it on some like spikes that are really going to hurt.
Yes, I saw that you were unmuting, so I went ahead and said it before you would. And you just turn it so that it goes in spiral. I don't know if you see it. Alors, vous pouvez voir.
Wow, yeah, I can see it perfectly.
Ça fait des spirales comme ça. Alors, on fait juste tourner. Vous pouvez faire ça avec des carottes.
So how much would that device be?
It's $30-something, 35 or something like that. And
See,
just
now I'm going to start a grocery list because I want one.
Yeah, you do that.
Very handy. Very handy to have.
Yeah. And it's super easy. You could do that with carrots. I've seen they sell that in the grocery store already made, already spiralized for you, but it's way more expensive. Alors moi là, c'est pour ça que j'ai continué Tupperware aussi, c'est que je veux comme faire les choses plus maison, save money, save time. So if you do buy it at the grocery store, it's all good, but at the same time,
Yeah, but it's nicer to have it fresh, right? You're not losing the nutrients. So while you're doing that, we got a question quickly from Chrissy.
Yes.
If I'm making a pitcher of sangria, what type of wine should I be looking for?
Okay, so Chrissy, you've got 3 options. There's a Pinot Noir, a Riesling, or a Moscato. And Moscato, I think, would be your best because it's just something about the flavor and the sweetness of it would go really good with the sangria.
You keep going, Nathalie. You got to do whatever you do, and then as we go, we'll just keep throwing some info in. Yeah.
So I want to show you the zoodles, And I left it super long, right? You can cut it in 6 inches if you prefer, but because it's Valentine's Day, I thought it would be nice to make it like Lady and the Tramp, you know, like comme la Belle et le Clochard.
What did you just call me?
Chacun de votre côté puis manger ensemble.
What did you just call me? Seriously? No, I'm kidding.
I called you Lady.
Oh, okay.
So for the zoodle, a couple of tips for the zoodle. You want to pat them dry also. Same thing. You don't want them wet because otherwise in the pan they won't. They will boil inside. When you're gonna cook them on the stove with a good pan. You're gonna put a little bit of oil or butter. It's up to you. You don't want to overcrowd the pan because if you do, then it's more difficult.
It'll stick together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cal Mack is saying that he likes zoodles with vinegar because I guess T's Pub makes these.
Oh,
I haven't had them yet, so yeah.
Good. Nice.
And you don't want to put salt either in it because otherwise the salt let the water out and then it boils, right? So you want them grilled.
But you could fry those, couldn't you? Because I have an air fryer. You could fry them.
You could also boil them if you wanted to, but this. You just want them. It depends what's your recipe. You could fry them. Yeah, that would be great. You could put
Well, I have an air fryer, right? So I would put them in whatever seasoning or whatever oil or whatever, and because you don't need oil for the air fryer even. So you just put whatever seasoning on them and then throw them in the air fryer and you're good, right?
Right. So I'm putting a little bit of it's just Italian seasoning that I've made. So what I was saying earlier is that I like to not buy thing already made. So I'm making my own spice mix now. So I'm buying different one and I just put them in a spice container like this. So just have that. And we're going to make the sauce that will go with the shrimp. So super easy sauce. As I said, everything's super easy because you want to spend time with your loved one. The one thing, they're going to be garlic. But because both of you are going to have the garlic, you're going to be okay for Valentine's.
We're good with that. My partner loves garlic.
Perfect.
Oh, it's so good for you to cook with garlic. Yeah.
Well, he's like, what? I'm on the phone. Nobody's going to smell me. Who cares? Even for lunch. Yeah, garlic, everything.
So you want to use broth. So you're going to have half a cup of vegetable broth. You could put chicken broth, but I wanted to keep it on the vegetarian side. So there's if you eat shrimp, but you know, like
my neighbor is vegetarian. She's going to appreciate this. I don't do shrimp, period. So I wouldn't make this.
And you're going to add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch to make the sauce. So you just mix that in.
So while she's making, go ahead.
Yeah, my bowl has a little cute handle like this, so it's easy. It's easy to. You just put your thumb, so it doesn't go everywhere, right?
So it's like a little painting thing where you put your finger through and you can get the painting.
Oh yeah.
It's like
what do you call that?
Palette. Yeah, exactly.
Palette. Yeah, that's it. So Kathy, what would pair nicely with this pizza? With the zoodles and shrimp?
The pasta and the shrimp. Oh my goodness. Okay. So definitely, because there's seafood, a white wine, all right? And the type of wine you're looking for is a Sauvignon Blanc. It goes very, very well with the garlic that you've got on the dish and the shrimp as well. So when, if you're
keep going, Nat, we'll throw whatever you're doing after.
Yeah. If you're going to enjoy that meal with your significant other, you can just, pick up a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, chill it in the fridge, take it out half hour prior to, and then get it ready and you're all good to go. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put the garlic in my mini chopper. So I'm just putting 3 garlic cloves. And this is the equivalent of the bigger one, the Power Chef that I had in the other video, but it's smaller.
Yeah.
And then there you go. My garlic is all minced. So
nice.
You can check out one of the cooking sessions that we did on DITC as well. It's a full cooking show. We did an entire hour of cooking. So all these devices are actually shown in detail. So if you want a little demo.
So you want to keep a little bit of your garlic for the cooking the zoodles. And we're going to put lemon zest. So in the sauce. So lemon zest. The zest of about 2 lemon. You keep a little bit on the side for the presentation. And you mix that. And then when the shrimp are going to be just grilled for a minute, then we're going to turn them over. Put the sauce on top. And then we'll put it back 2 minutes while we're cooking the zoodles. So while we're cooking the zoodle, at the end also, you just want to put a little bit of lemon juice on top of your zoodles to give it a really good taste. And then everything's going to be ready in 3 minutes, André.
Okay, good.
I'm going to go cook that.
So I'm going to do my commercials, and by the time we do our commercials and come back, everything will be ready to plate. So,
Exactly.
So, all right. Now, my teleprompter, we're going to do a couple of commercials to pay for some bills. I'm just kidding. We don't have any sponsors. Actually, we do. So Angelic Empowerment International Network is one of the sponsors. Blasterradio.com, of course, and Gets No Point TV. If it wasn't for Gets No Point TV and Pierre Vegas Thibault, diversitycapital.tv wouldn't happen. So if you want to promote your business or be a part of the show, please send me an email at andre@diversitycapital.tv, and it will be amazing to get you on the show. So here we go. Here are a couple of thank yous from some of the folks here at Diversity Capital and others.
Gatineau.tv est partout en Outaouais, autant au niveau de la culture, de l'événementiel, mais aussi au niveau de vos entreprises. Si vous avez un projet spécial que vous aimeriez promouvoir, un événement que vous avez créé, eh bien, n'hésitez pas à parler avec un de nos représentants à Gatineau.tv. Vous pouvez nous écrire via notre adresse info@commercialgatineau.tv. Vous aussi, prenez avantage de Gatineau.tv.
Gatineau.tv.
Have you heard the tea? I finally have a face for radio. That's right, DITC Social is proud to be joining the BlasterRadio.com family. As of January 6th, 2021, you can now ask your smart speaker to play Blast the Radio and DITC Social, a show from diversitycapital.tv. It'll be streaming live on BTR as well as our usual social media stations of Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, with various guests each week. There's great talent, great talk, great tunes. Take care of each other, Ottawa Gatineau, and we'll see you Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Not only are we in an age of new age spirituality, but the world, now more than ever, needs light and empowerment. At Angelic Empowerment International Network, you can share, learn, grow, and even make friends with other enlightened spirits and souls. They are an energetic group with members who are spiritual teachers, healers, intuitive readers, intuitive artists, dancers, singers, and poets. They offer free healings, intuitive readings, meditations. They would love to see you if you're interested. Please feel free to invite your friends. For more information, go to facebook.com/Angelic Empowerment International Network.
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Theo Tams and you are watching DiversityInTheCapital.tv.
Greetings, Ottawa, Canada. This is Chad Michaels from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hi, Ottawa and Gatineau. I'm Carol Pope, and you're watching Diversity in the Capital.
Hello, Ottawa. It's your girl, Sylfonda.
Hey, it's Eva Avila.
Hi, I'm Ria May, and you're watching DiversityInTheCapital.tv.
All right. Woo! I love my share. Oh, sorry, Nat. Hold on. I muted everybody. Unmute. So, go for it.
So they're smoking hot.
Look at that.
We're just going to put them in a large bowl because I want them, the Lady and the Tramp idea. And yes, this is a pan from Tupperware. Tupperware is super well known for a microwave, but we also have this amazing kitchenware also.
Nice. I like that, especially with the handle, long handle and short handle.
So yes. Tupperware has
nice.
Pots and pans too?
They do.
Yeah.
Really nice pots and pans.
Where the hell have I been?
I'll show you the lid.
It's been a while. I mean, how long have you guys had them?
75. Well, the sorry, I was gonna say the company is 75-year-old, right? So they have a whole section on cookware also. So this is like the curling looking,
like a curling, like a rock, a curling rock.
I know.
It looked like the curling rock, yes.
As you're putting it in the oven.
Shrimp, let's see what they look like. And what I like about the microgrill too, the lid has little feet at the bottom, so you can put it on your counter without burning. You know, like it's not the hot surface won't touch.
So you don't need a surface. Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, there's little feet. Woo! And then you can just put it on your counter, and it's all good.
Wow!
Look at the grilling on that.
Yum!
From the microwave, grill from the microwave. So you just want to put your pasta nice and flat.
A little bit of paprika before on that would look really, really nice too. I mean, so I can't say I don't do shrimp. I do shrimp if I'm going to a fancy schmancy party to try and look for fa. But I wouldn't sit there and eat a whole shrimp ring.
Oh, I love shrimp. I love any kind of seafood. Yeah.
So we're going to put the shrimp and the sauce on it, right? Because that's why we made the sauce. And the sauce, because there's the cornstarch in it, it becomes thicker, right? Alors, la sauce, on a mis de la fécule de maïs à l'intérieur. Donc, on a une belle sauce super citronnée avec de l'ail. Alors, on met ça comme ça.
So with some garlic. More garlic.
More garlic and more lemon. So lemony garlicky.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the lemon too with the garlic, which wouldn't make it as bad, but yep.
2 fork. You want to make a couple of lemon wedge to make it nice. And remember at the beginning I said we're going to keep a little bit of zest, or just putting a little bit of zest. And you can also put some parsley on top to make it nice.
Some fresh microgreens parsley.
You can put fresh microgreen parsley. I have to go back there actually, Andre.
No, you do.
We went and we had the party and we bought a big container. And we put that in our buffet.
From Jace, yeah?
Yeah. Way back when we could have a party, you know, like not last year, the year before for Halloween. Yeah. We had this big party and we had like candy and everything, and then we had microgreen.
Hey, I mean, I am putting that the cancer fighting broccoli on everything. Well, except for my toast.
So sorry, I'm going to make a little bit of noise, so I just don't want to interrupt. So I'm chopping my parsley in my mini chopper. I don't want to chop it too much because I want it to be nice, you know, on top. Oh, it didn't work. Usually it works. All right. I'll go back in.
So Chris that was here last week. Oh shit! I found that.
There you go.
So I think when we put Jason drag for when he goes to the lookout, we're gonna name him. Oh shit! A pandemic is.
And there you go. Voila! You have your meal.
Oh, that looks
and
good.
You serve that with
your little pizza, and that. Good
and
job.
Your wine, right? Like
yes,
the wine.
And your wine. Don't forget. Yep.
So now I'm the one. So that's the thing too. Is that now I'm the one who can taste.
Cheers. Yep.
So I'll give it a taste for all of you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And then we got 15 minutes left, so we'll see how it goes in 15 minutes and see if you're still all right.
Well, you know, you can eat a lot of that. That's zucchini, right? It's not noodles.
That's right. It's good for you. Yeah.
I love zucchini sticks, and actually, I like deep fried pickles too. Those are my favorite.
Oh, they're juicy, so juicy.
My mother makes homemade pickles.
I'm always afraid. Yeah. Oh, is it good? C'est bon?
It's really good. C'est vraiment bon.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, but I can't put the 2 thumbs up because I have my glass of wine in my.
Cheers, Christine. Christy says it looks yummy. So does Lillian. It looks very yummy. Well, that looks really good. And yes, I agree. It does look yummy.
Very
it is really good. You know, I'm a fan of like danger kind of thing. So I didn't try that recipe before. So I said, it's going to work. It worked.
You can't go wrong. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
See, but I would try the exact same recipe too, but I could do like, I don't know if I want to do jerk chicken or if I want to do like a tandoori chicken or
a tandoori
or a pork.
Like
pork or something?
No, I don't like salmon. I don't like fish.
You don't like fish. To go back to your leftover wine, also, if you only have a little bit of wine left over, or if you're by yourself, you can freeze it. You can put it in an ice cube container.
Oh yeah, to put into your wine glass after too.
Yes. So then you don't dilute your wine with your ice cube.
See, that's a good idea too.
I was gonna say you can use it for cooking also.
Yeah, that too. I do, like, when you're cooking, you have a glass for you and a little bit for the pan. Glass for you, a little bit more for the pan.
But see, I also like that idea too, because then you buy, like, go to the dollar store and buy an ice cube tray, and then you have that for red wine only, because obviously it's going to stain it, right?
Yes.
So you put your leftover wine in your ice tray and put it in your freezer, and then whenever you're making a soup or something, you could put in half the tray or all of it.
Yeah,
really. For sauce, it's really good for sauce.
Yeah. Just though, for those moms that do the freezing of baby food, just remember what's a baby food and what's the wine.
Is that beet?
Listen.
Is that soup or broth?
The kids nowadays are being raised by day drinkers, so it should be interesting in a couple of years. And I feel bad for all these parents too that have to homeschool, and
my goodness, yeah,
it's not easy. But then I feel for the teachers, and I feel for everybody. I don't want us to be locked down, and there's nothing we can do about it. We stay home, it'll be over faster, and
that's right.
I've had a hard day today. Here. So
in Saskatchewan, in the area that I live in Swift Current, we only have 3. That's it. We don't have any new cases over the last couple of days. We've only got 3 within our 18,000 people that we have in our area. So we're doing really well. We're being careful and cautious. And only going out when we need to.
So people, what they can do while they're at home, they can listen to blasterradio.com. They can also host a Zoom party with Tupperware, right?
Yes.
There you go. Yes.
So you want to go for it? Jump into it. So what are your Zoom parties there, Nat?
Yeah, so remember when your mom, your grandma used to host Tupperware party, and it was at home. So then you would invite people over. You would have to
smell of cigarettes and gin and tonics in the air.
That too, yeah, 75 years, right, in business. So you would have to clean your house and invite like 12 of your friends, and then some would cancel at last minute because they were tired, they couldn't drive.
Or you'd have to play with a lot of people you didn't want to play with just because their mother was there.
So now what we did since the beginning of the pandemic, what we're doing for Tupperware parties is that we're doing it over Facebook. So you can do it for 3 days. You have games and you invite your friend. And actually the hostess I had and the host I had really liked the idea because some of them said it was the highlight of the pandemic for them because they never, you're on Zoom and everything with your work. So you see your colleague, but really at night, you're not going to hang out with your some colleagues become friends, right? But so, and you don't really make the time to do like, hey, let's do a Zoom call with the 3 of us or the 10 of us, whatever. So
I have colleagues at work that one of the groups of our groups, they meet every week, once a week for an hour, and they have a glass of wine and they all just talk shit.
Yeah, so they would do happy hour in real life, right? Like so now they're transferred that to Zoom, exactly. So what we could do is that we create a group. We do games, you invite your friend and everything. And at the end of that, and at the end of the 3 day, for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, we're doing a Zoom, just like we're doing right now, and I'm talking about product a little bit, but then they get to see each other. And they don't see each other much, right? So it's great because then after, the hostess gets like lots of prize. Like my last hostess, she got to choose $235 worth of product in the catalog, and she had 3 product half price. So it's good to see your friend. It's good to have free stuff.
You need to sign me up for one of those spiral things, but you need to send me, or you need to put the web version of your
catalog.
Your catalog, yes. Just in case anybody wants to see it. I know Eric from Jeunesse Idem is also a Tupperware consultant who's been on here too. So try and help out the local folks and put some money in everybody's pocket. Try and shop as local as possible.
And speaking of Jeunesse Idem or other organization, I started doing Tupperware because I was bored of pandemic, right? And also because of my sad lettuce, but also to help the community. So the first hostess I had actually was not an hostess. It was the children at risk, which they're dealing with kids with autism and family. They're helping families with kids with autism. So what we did is we did a party. They sent out the link. And I gave back some of my proceeds to the organization as money. And they add free item because, when people buy, then you get free item. And they use these items to put in auction after. So they raise money with that.
So I'm actually going to throw it out there that so it's actually Black History Month across the world. So is there a code that you can give people so that if they go and purchase things from you and they can put in this code, then we'll donate a proceed to and we'll pick a charity for Black History Month.
I can create a link.
Yeah,
I'll create a link tonight and I'll send it to you. And you can, we can do that. Certainly, you choose a cause. I don't know.
I'm going to talk to some colleagues at work. I'm going to talk to FBEC, which is the Federal Black Employee Caucus, and I'm going to ask them who their main charity is, and we're going to donate to them and give some money back to the community.
Happy to do so, because that's what I'd like to do more and more. Every month I choose one charity that they give back money. Mm-hmm. But then I could give back more. So last month, December was Children at Risk. Last month was a regroupement des maladies rares, because I have a friend who has they call it orphan illness. Orphans, So I gave back to them. And this month I chose the Ottawa Library.
Well, in June I do my birthday. So last June I did a cancer benefit, which I would normally do. In June I would normally do what was the other one? I had a friend whose husband died of it wasn't Asperger's. It was really fast, Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. But then I got diagnosed with the cancer, so I do chemo or cancer charity every month. So, but I like to pick a different charity every month and just give back to the community. So,
but end of May, talk to me also, and I'll choose for June. I'll choose the cancer one. With you.
Well, May is International Day Against Homophobia and Transphobia.
No, but I mean at the end of May, so that I can be set up 1st of June.
Oh yeah.
During the whole month of June, Yeah,
we can talk about it.
I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to help a cause like that. That's
I'm actually Diversity in the Capital actually is going to pick a charity a month too, and we'll see what we can do, because we got to try and help as many people as we can. Mm-hmm. We got to help as many as we can. KJ, we got a last question from you, I believe. So Valentine's weekend is coming up. What are some of the wines that you're recommending to pair with chocolate?
Yes, because of course, a lot of you are going to be giving chocolates to your significant others. And there's so many different types of various chocolates. So I've broken it down to 3. So you've got your milk chocolate, which is so good. I don't know about you, but I love milk chocolate. Yeah. So a wine that would go with a milk chocolate is a Pinot Noir. So definitely that. For a dark chocolate, if you're doing a fondue or anything like that too, a sweet sherry or a ruby port would go with that. Definitely. And then don't forget for white chocolate, because white chocolate's so good as well, there's a Moscato that you can get. The Moscatos, any type of Moscato goes really well and accents a white chocolate. So if you want to get her chocolates and a bottle of wine, you'll know it pairs well with them.
Yeah. I see. And if we were going to get all Madonna on our partner, what would you suggest? What type of wax? I'm kidding. See, now it's a good thing you don't have that many lights on you to see what color you are now, eh? You never know what to expect with lingerie. Sometimes I squirrel. Nat, you talked about your Tupperware party. So what are your plans, KJ, for Valentine's dinner? What's your
my goodness. So my honey made a reservation at this local restaurant that we have here that I haven't been to yet, but I've heard lots of things about it called
you've been open. You've been open in Saskatchewan all this time. Like you can go to restaurants anytime, right?
But it's at 50% capacity. So you can only have 4 people at a table and you can only have so many people in the restaurant, and you've got to walk in with your mask. And then as soon as you're at the table, then you can take your mask off. But of course, the waiter and waitresses and those serving you, they always wear their masks all the time. So you've got to put your mask back on before you leave the table. I forget sometimes, but sometimes you're not going to, people won't say anything. But still. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you about this menu because they posted their menu and it is so delicious. So you get choices, and I've already figured out my choices.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with a colorful strawberry arugula salad with strawberries in it. That's going to be so delicious, right? And then the main dish is a Lebanese style beef brisket.
Ooh.
And I'm going to tell you what they do with that. It's loaded with flavor with rosemary, thyme, oregano, braised with red wine, and barbecue sauce reduction. On the side, it's going to be with coleslaw, potatoes, parsnips, and carrots. So does that not just like make your mouth water? That sounds so good. Yeah. And then we're going to end with dessert. And I'm choosing the strawberry cheesecake because I just love cheesecake. So, yeah. And
cheesecake. Of course, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. And then for the wine, of course, I've got to pair it up with a wine. It's definitely going to be a red because, again, I'm eating meats, right? So I'm thinking of a Pinot Noir to go with it. And I'll have to see what types they have there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have with my meal. It's going to be so good.
So
I'll
I
be
was
posting
looking,
pictures, of course, if you're following me. Yeah.
Yes, well, I was looking up because there's a company here, a catering company in Ottawa, Saffron and Chives, who are LGBTQ. Riyadh is amazing, and this catering company is actually putting a menu out every month, and then or every couple of weeks, I think it is, or I think it's once a month, and then you can actually pick which one of the two meals you want, and then it's delivered to your house on Saturday by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you just have to warm it up, and you have an instant meal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea that you can do that. I mean, a lot of the restaurants, they've got to think outside of the box, right? And they don't want to not give you an amazing meal because especially in Ontario, you guys can't go anywhere.
No.
So if they can do delivery to your door and then you just place it nicely on a plate and do your whole table thing, then you're good to go. So
maybe it's because I'm like on or listen to Blast the Radio way too much, but like now I'm thinking of Petit Bill's Bistro, which I haven't tried yet, and I need to try Petit Bill's, right? Because
it sounds delicious.
I know they got some amazing food.
And Randy, when he posts those pictures, I tell you, holy cow.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Are you following their page? Well, John posts a lot of their stuff too.
He does, so. Yeah. So,
Nat, any deals coming up or big events on Tupperware, or do you want to talk about your roller derby group?
Yeah, so really briefly, every month Tupperware has a new brochure, so that's where the deals are. We have the catalog, the winter and the fall and winter catalog is ending on the 25th of February, but we have a new one that nobody has seen yet that is coming out for the spring and summer, and see the spiralizer on top. So that's the catalog that will come in end of February for March. But for the roller derby, yes, I'm part of Ottawa Roller Derby, and we're a non-competitive group. Of course, since the pandemic, we've been off, so we tried a little bit during the summer. We rented a bigger space, and really, we're really good with all the rules. We've made it really.
And you had roller discos with an awesome DJ.
Oh, yes, exactly. When we do have roller disco, we have an amazing DJ. And but we had to cancel the last one because it was right at the beginning. You know, we wanted to do like it
was normally Halloween
beach party in March, but then it got canceled because of the pandemic. But we do have events like that, and we rent skate. You know, the quads. So it's not like the rollerblade; it's the quads. So roller derby is played on quads. Yeah,
the old-fashioned roller skates.
Yeah,
with four.
Yeah, with 4 wheels, like two side by side. And we have an amazing group of people. There's 2 leagues in Ottawa plus the juniors. So there's Ottawa Valley Roller Derby, which are more competitive. And we have Ottawa Roller Derby, which is my league that is a little less competitive. It's more like for the fun of it. And we eat cupcakes, you know, and we're more like moms and students and 40-plus-year-old and super, not always super in shape, but we have a lot of fun. Since the beginning of the pandemic, it's been difficult. You know, we've been doing some challenges for like fitness and stuff like that. And sometimes we talk on Zoom. But as soon as it's picking back up, you know, we'd like to have other roller disco and everything and invite you to games and all. But yeah.
We'll be there. I mean, we need to try and work on an outdoor roller rink that we can actually have a roller dance outside somewhere.
Yeah, at Canterbury, in Ottawa South, close to between us. Canterbury has an outdoor, the Jim Durrell outdoor rink. So we've practiced there quite a few times, and but it's a city rink, right? So if
if they have power and I can bring my sound system and my lights, I will talk to the counselor. Like I'm in Finley Creek too, so I want to talk to Caroline Meehan, and when you put those rinks up for the winter for the skating rinks, leave them. Let's have the kids could be roller skating and playing hockey throughout the summer too.
Yeah,
so.
it's just a matter of
just once a year.
It's just a matter of waiting for the pandemic to be over to do that. But we can't wait to see each other again and to do. At this time last year, we were doing a Birds of Prey kind of bout. So we were dressed up in like Birds of Prey because the movie was coming out, right? So we just, but yeah, picture on Facebook remind us that we were skating last year at that time.
I know, I missed the roller skating group.
Yeah.
It was so fun, like all those dances and those were the days. We'll get back to them soon. Don't give up hope, everybody. I've had a shitty day today, so don't give up.
Never.
I'm telling you, yeah. Exactly. Well, ladies, I want you to stick around after I start playing the credits so I can give you a virtual hug. But I want to thank you both so much for being here, and thank you all for being here across Findlay Creek and across the world. You. Cheers, chin chin. Happy Valentine's
Cheers,
Day.
everybody. Thank you.
So I want to let you know, support LGBTQ2+ local businesses. Most of them are all online, so please support your local commerce by going to their site and buying someone that special someone, something for your next official holiday, which is this Sunday. All you romantics out there, buy yourself something. Spice up your life. Only you can do that. And now I will be actually live on the radio this Sunday from 2 to 5 on blasterradio.com. DJ Dis-moi-oui is going to be doing his Capital Queer tea dance. Make sure you tune in. Ask your smart speaker to play blasterradio.com and you will hear me. Thank you here for being here with me at Findlay Creek. I wish you all lots of love and goodness at this time. And I look forward to seeing what Kathy and Nathalie have got going on, as well as all of you. If you want to be part of the show, please send me an email at andre@diversitycapital.tv. I would love to have you on the show. Next week, I haven't confirmed because, well, everybody is sleeping in the community, apparently. It is Winter Pride. Happy Winter Pride 2021, Ottawa Gatineau. But seriously, come on, folks. I need some people to come on the show. I'm actually reaching out to beg people to be on the show. So is the show worth it? You guys tell me. You, ladies and gentlemen, tell me. Do you want to be on here? La semaine prochaine, j'ai personne. Alors, appuyez la chaîne de communauté. Envoyez-moi un courriel, andre@diversitycapital.tv. Please, please, please go to blasterradio.com and listen to the one and only Milkman every morning with the new Brouhaha show starting at 9 a.m. featuring a bigger, better boogie break at 10:30. You're going to be able to catch Kathy on Monday morning and Tuesday morning.
No, Monday afternoons for Country Corner, which is from 3 to 5. Then Tuesday mornings at 8 for an hour with Coffee with Kathy. And then Wine Wednesdays from 3 to 5.
All right. And you can catch Jesse and Jenna's Messy Podcast, another winner of this year's Faces magazine. And now you can hear me every Sunday on the winner of the #1 radio station for Faces magazine, blasterradio.com, with my Capital Queer Tea Dance hosted by DJ Dis-moi-oui. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of all ages and all genders, have a good evening and happy Pride to each one of you. See you next week. Je vous aime.